Man, I'm just sitting here going through YouTube like I do every day, trying to figure out what I want to speak on, and I saw a couple things. I try to speak on like the current event situation. You know, everyone needs to talk about a lot of past shit, but So, I guess we'll start with this. Today, O.J. Simpson, he out of jail. He out of prison after how long? Shit, I don't even know. I can't even keep track. I think I'm 39 right now. He had to been in there at least 15 years. And I said at least. Nobody, hit me up and be like, no, it was fucking 21 or 19 or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying. Man was in prison a long time. Obviously there was a lot of controversy over Mr. Simpson, considering the fact that a lot of people think that he murdered his estranged wife shit like 30 years ago, and Mr. Goldman, and basically he beat that rap with a glove, and it came out that a lot of the jurors thought that he was guilty, but the prosecution presented such a terrible case that it gave cause to reasonable doubt, which is what they tell the jury, in the first place when you go. I've never been on a jury, but I have been on trial. It's the defense's burden of proof, right? The prosecution's burden of proof. All the defense has to do is present reasonable doubt to a jury of your so-called peers. Now, if that was true when I was on trial, my peers would have been 12 bikers. And I know a lot of other people understand what I'm saying. If you don't, it's okay. I'm just saying. A lot of time the people on the jury ain't your fucking peers. Anyway, he beat that rap, and then in a display of what a lot of people, including myself, considered extreme idiocracy and dumb shitness. I know them ain't words, but that's what it was. My boy gonna run up in a Las Vegas hotel and casino resort, jack somebody for some shit, thinking he ain't gonna get caught. Man, this is Vegas. He lucky, man. He lucky motherfucking security didn't shoot his ass down. Like, Vegas ain't playing. I got a house out there. Vegas ain't playing, Anyway, he got found guilty of that over in Nevada. Led to this extreme amount of time. Some say he got a larger amount of time than he should have because the people on that jury believed that he should have got time for the killing and this and that, whatever. That's all speculation. Anyway, today, 1st of October, right? Yeah. O.J. Simpson walked out of prison, man. He's on parole, but and now people think, oh, he this and that, No, understand something. O.J. been making money the whole time he's been locked up, and from what I understand, he's gonna go live in Florida with one of his boys or whatever, but I understand his net worth is still shit. He got like $3-4 million, so he's all right. He's sitting pretty. Recognize I don't commend or defend or whatever what the man did. I'm just stating the current event. O.J. Simpson is now a free man again. On another topic, I never really did an Olympia video, but because I got a little offended by what Phil Heath had done to my boy Mactruck. I want to point out Mactruck tried to defend Phil's fat ass And I commend Mac for that. I'm just saying, Phil, you was fat on stage, alright? Homie, look at. Now, Mac tried to be cool to you and point out that you had a hernia or whatever, probably knowing your fat ass didn't, but nevertheless, you know, he gonna try to be cool to you, and Phil, you gonna try to block Mac. I don't know why you do that. You know, aside from Palumbo, he's the only one saying you should have won. The rest of us, you know, think Ramy or Dexter should have won. Personally, I like Dexter, but hey, that's just my generation, right? So yeah, man, I mean, Phil, man, I tried so hard to like you because Jay did, or does, and y'all are friends and everything, but it's just hard because, you know, Phil is basically just kind of pompous a lot of the time, and, you know, I just didn't think he showed up at his best. Mactruck defended him, and all of, you know, out of that defense comes him trying to block, or blocking, I shouldn't say trying to block, blocking. Come here, baby. Come here. Come around. Come around. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Blocking Mac. I think it was on Instagram or something like that. Everybody know Mactruck don't give a fuck. But I just thought it was kind of you know, a little bit classless. You know, the man defends you, and I guess you took offense to him saying you had a hernia, which would lead me to think you would rather him say you had bubble gut. But whatever. On another note, Jason fucking Blaha, man, I try never to talk about this man. I cannot stand Jason Blaha. But, he made a comment, and it was probably a long time ago. I don't watch his videos. Hang on. Sorry. I don't watch his videos. Knock it off. Don't tripping on people looking at the house. I don't watch Jason Blaha videos, but I heard him say something about somebody come up and say some shit about some, I don't even know what it was, like this, I guess a comment people make to him in reference to him being fat and claiming to be in shape and a bodybuilder and this and that. Like, you ain't looking like us, Jason. Like, you ain't. I mean, you might someday, but right now you looking more like Jason Genova. But anyway, his comment was like telling people come up to him and say it to his face, and they would their mouth would be writing checks their ass can't catch. Well, let me just tell you, some of us can kick your teeth down your damn throat and shut your mouth, Jason Blaha. So before you go out there talking about how you gonna shut somebody up, just make reference to the fact that there's a lot of cats out there like myself that don't really like you, that are a lot bigger than you, been doing this a lot longer than you, that are fully prepared to say that shit to your face, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Just saying. So before you go making references to people, you know, mouth writing checks their ass can't cash, maybe look in the mirror and think about what you're saying, because somebody might come up and cash that motherfucker. At the bank of Jason Blaha just got his ass beat. Let me see, what else have I seen today? Many, man. As y'all know, I hate motherfucking police, man. It's too bad too, because like any other group, man, you take an MC, a bike club, and there's good folks and there's bad folks in it. You know, you take a street gang, there's good folks and there's bad folks in it. And I feel like any other group, you know, just like I'm saying, you know, there's probably good cops and there's bad cops. Unfortunately, you know, you don't rarely see, man, the one cool thing I ever see the cop do was buy a little girl an iPad. And I commended that cop, you know what I mean? But, you know, for the most part, I don't like cops, man. You know, I'm ACAB. But, you know, if you guys don't know what that means, it's not racist or anything. It's stands for all cops are bitches. But more and more videos of cops breaking the law, man. Today what I saw was 2 cops beating the shit out of like 100-pound girl, man, just beating her ass. And I was sitting there thinking, man, if only, you know, I had the same thought I had when 9/11 happened. If only somebody with some balls was around. You know what I mean? Because, man, when 9/11 happened, I was like, man, let me be on that motherfucking airplane. Bet you it ain't gonna hit shit. But I don't know, man. People don't, you know, cops are, I guess, viewed as above the law. The fact of the matter is they're not, man. Cops are held to the same standard as everybody else. And the problem with the world today is they don't uphold that standard the way that they try to make others. And that's the part that I just don't have any respect for. You know, they think it's okay to go out and beat on somebody or whatever and then justify it with, you know, we said this or we said that. Man, nobody cares what you fucking said, you know. What's up? Say, oh, yeah, what's right? Tell Jason Blah he a bitch-ass fat boy. Anyway, you know, that's what I see, man, on YouTube more and more, and it's just sad. Like, that's the world we live in, though, man. Everybody knows I don't really particularly care for the world we live in, but what was I saying? Anyway, yeah, that's the world we live in, man. It's a crazy motherfucking place. I often say, man, I wonder what it's gonna be like when my daughter or my son is, you know, my age now. And you know, there's everybody have good days and bad days, but man, the world is just, man, it's wrong when you see cops beating on, you know, 2, 3, 7 cops beating on one person, whether it be man or a woman or whatever. You know, every time I get stopped by the cops, they got some fucking smart-ass comments. You know, oh, when was your last cycle? You roid raging, this and that, when your boy ain't, like, I ain't done, I'm just standing there. You know what I mean? But yeah. So, I mean, that's what I've seen so far today on YouTube, man. Anyway, shout out to my boy Mactruck for the classy shows, and maybe others could take a play out of Mactruck class book where Shiloh, did you just take her cookie? You just take her cookie? Man, my one dog just took my other dog's cookie. I gotta have to come back. I gotta get her cookie, man. I'll make another video.